it's windy and it's cold, and I made a big huge mistake when we got our new flock of chickens, all our new buffs. You see in there? The morning that I went to pick up my buffs, sorry about the wind is really bad. The morning I went to pick up the new buffs, I got a call from Super Dad and Cotton Top that they kind of had a little emergency situation and I needed to get my butt to Missouri. But I'd already set the appointment to pick these chickens up. So I told them as soon as I pick up the chickens, I'll be on my way. So I went and picked up the new chickens. I brought them home in 2 carriers. I just set them inside the run in the fence. And Susan was going to take care of letting them out and acclimating them. I neglected to say I want them locked in the coop. Generally, I will lock a new chicken in a coop for several days so that they know that that's where they're supposed to go at night. Well, we didn't do that. And I was up in Missouri overnight, came back the next day. We tried to put the chickens in the coop, catch them up and put them in there. But the little door that I can lower has swollen over the summer. It won't close, so I've got to fix that. Anyway, long story short, they've decided that this corner of the run, right here, where I have the chicken ladder, that this is their coop. They refuse to go in that coop. And they have been snowed on. They have been rained on. They are being blown around by the wind. They all kind of snuggle up together and they want to stay here in this corner. So, since we're going to have some pretty brutal weather here pretty quick, I am going to kind of close off this end of the coop or the run, at least as a wind block, and maybe put up a couple of more roosting bars and eventually just continue to add to it as they get comfortable, and maybe build another coop in here. I'll have to put a little metal roof over there just like I did back there. I really wanted to bump out the back of the coop and just double the size of the coop once I get it built, throw them all in there. But we've had these chickens for a month now. They're not going to change. So I am adapting to what their expectations are. I got 2 pieces of Tough Tex from the top to the bottom, 8 feet high. The original plan was to use house wrap and then some of that cedar cutoffs, but I can't find the house wrap, and I need this done now. So I had some Tough Tex that had been burned or melted near a fire, so I cut off some of the melted stuff, and I think that 6 feet will work there. And I'm hoping to put 3 more feet on that end. We hardly ever get any wind from there. We seem to always get wind from here. Eventually, I will cover that roof with metal to build them like a little proper shelter. But in the meantime, and I may get to that today, I doubt it, but if I do, cool, I'll show you. In the meantime, this is what they have. I'm going to go put another piece up, but I'll show you when I'm done.
Not sure I want to enclose that completely right now, but I am going to put a 2x4 over here and maybe put some slats, some of the cedar slats on it. And I'll put that last white sheet of Tough Tex on the other side over there. Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to enclose that completely right now, but I am going to put a 2x4 over here and maybe put some slats, some of the cedar slats on it. Then I'll put that last white sheet of Tough Tex on the other side over there. Yeah. I don't know if you can see them eating where I've moved the rocks, but now I'm going to put on some additional boards right there, so they may not be happy with me right now. Move it. Okay, I don't know if you can tell how cool that's looking, but I got about 4 more to go until I get to the top of this perch. But it's just cedar cutoffs. So I think it's going to go okay. I think I'm just going to go to here right now because nobody perches on the 2x4. The highest they perch is right here. So if I just stop right there for now, they should be okay. Okay, this is not the straightest wall because this part of the run had kicked out, so I just made do with what I had. But this is the wind block wall for this side. That's what it looks like on the inside. I think that's going to give them plenty of wind block until I can figure out a roof of some sort. But I'm just going to put this panel right here, right in this corner, and that's it for today. Okay, this is how this looks. Got 6 feet on that side, 3 feet on this side. And on the inside we got a half of a cedar wall. I sprinkled some diatomaceous earth in there, and I gave them an old straw bale from the straw bale garden, and they're just picking bugs. They're loving it. So that's all we're going to do for now. I will eventually go back and put a roof over it. I will slowly enclose it little by little so they won't even realize that they're going to be in a coop. By the way, the chickens are really liking their new closed-in area to keep them out of the wind. However, those dummies are roosting on the top rail there instead of on the ladder where I want them. So I might take a 2x4 all the way across, about in the middle, to give them a roost all the way across, and then slope a piece of metal roof from this top corner here just to the top of that, so that they'll quit roosting on it, and if it does rain or snow, it won't fall directly on them. So just because they're too dumb to go into the coop. However, last night there was like 6 of them in there, which means 2 of them were from this new group in there, because our original 3 and special ed always go in there. But these little lovelies haven't figured out that that's where they're supposed to go. And until I enlarge it, I'm not going to stuff them all in there.